Hello everyone and welcome to the Fit Foodie on Graziella TV. I'm your host, Graziella Ventura. Thank you so much for joining me in another fabulous episode of the Fit Foodie on GTV, where I serve up a hot dish of this and that. Today I'm going to be making for you what is my latest obsession, cashew milk. Now I know it sounds a little weird, but when you can go to the store and buy coconut milk and almond milk, why make cashew milk? Well, because it is incredibly delicious, easy to make, and it's fresh. All of those packaged milks, unfortunately, have to have some sort of preservatives in there. And I'm not really a big fan of that, as you guys know. So I'm going to be making cashew milk, which is the easiest of the nut milks to make. Here I have some cashews that have been soaking for about 4 to 5 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strain these. Now I've soaked these in good water, okay, so they've built up all of that water inside of them. They're going to hold that water. So I'm just going to rinse them out with sink water. That's fine because they're just getting rinsed. So I'm going to use one of these little strainers, pour the cashews in there, and then just rinse it out. Now you want to make sure that the water just comes out clear after rinsing, so I'm going to put this underneath and just check that the water is coming out totally clear, and it is, so we're good to go. So let's shake these out. This is just the simplest thing ever. I can't believe that more people don't do this. Okay, now I'm going to bring these to my blender. So I have quite a few settings, as you can see. It goes from stir to puree, so I have 12 settings on the dial here. But really, these cashews are very easy to blend because first of all, they're being soaked, and secondly, they're a very soft nut. So that is definitely to your advantage. Now I put the cashews in there. I'm going to put in 3 cups of water. So let me measure that out. And pour that right over. Okay, let's blend them. So you want to start in a low setting so that you don't overload the blender. And then slowly go up in the settings. It's already looking like milk. So now I'm going to put it all the way up. That's it. Okay, now let's check how this milk looks. Super creamy. Look at this. Super creamy, and yep, looks like it's pretty much blended all the way through. So I'm just going to make sure that it's thoroughly blended and just kind of push down any little particles that are on the side over here. And now we're actually going to add a little bit of flavor to our milk. So what I have here is some pure vanilla. I'm using Madagascar vanilla. And I'm going to put half a tablespoon in there. Okay. And next I'm putting some Himalayan pink sea salt. This is the best kind of salt you could possibly get. It has lots of nutrients in it. So I'm just going to put 3 or 4 dashes in there. And that's really all you need. And then lastly, I'm going to put some sweetener in there. Now, I have here some raw agave. I'm putting about 4 teaspoons in here. Kind of mix that in to give it a little bit of sweetness. Start from low and then go to high again. now I'm going to leave this on high for about 1 minute. Leave it alone. Okay, now let's give this a little taste. See how it's going. Oh, that is just amazing. Love this stuff. Okay, so now that I've made my plain cashew milk, I'm just going to pour it in my jar here. And then I'm going to show you how to make a drink. Alone, this is very nutritious, and I use this in my oatmeal and coffee, all kinds of things. But right now I'm going to show you a little drink that you can make with the cashew milk. So we've sweetened it just a little bit, but now I'm going to add a little bit of stevia. And stevia, as many of you know, is a low-calorie sweetener. Actually, it's a zero-calorie sweetener. So I have my little stevia packet. I'm going to throw a little bit of that in there. And stevia is so sweet that one packet will last you maybe 4 times that you need to use it. So it's super duper sweet. And I always have these half-opened packets around. So I'm just going to add about a half packet of stevia. Next, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of vanilla. Next, I have these 3 spices that really make this drink fantastic and super healthy. So I have ginger. I think we're all familiar with ginger, but it has anti-inflammatory properties, and it's actually really good for when you're sick. So I'm putting a little dash of ginger in there. You can adjust it to the taste that you like. Next, I'm putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shakes of cinnamon. And lastly, 1 shake of nutmeg. Now it's time to blend this all together. Start slow so that the ingredients don't splatter everywhere. Okay, so let's give this a little taste, see how it's doing. Perfect. So I like a little dash of salt in there because, as we all know, salt brings out the sweetness in desserts or anything sweet. So just another dash of that sea salt and blend it. Now, it depends on if you've refrigerated your cashews or if you've left them out on the counter to soak. They need to soak for about 4 hours. So if they're super cold, you don't need any ice, but if you'd like to make it a colder drink, go ahead and add some ice to that. Okay, now we're all done. Last ingredients that I have here are some chia seeds. So I've had them here soaking for about 20 to 30 minutes, and I'm just going to stir them around. And if you can see, they become like a jelly. So they become this really nice kind of gushy little pudding that's both crunchy and chewy. And chia seeds have a ton of really good healthy properties. They're high in fiber. Only 1 tablespoon has 6 grams of fiber. They're high in protein, and they have omega-3 fatty acids in them. So these are a great addition to any beverage. So I'm going to add these to my shake, but just in the glass because I don't want to puree them. So I'm going to drop the chia seeds into the glass. I've got a tablespoon here that have been soaking for at least 20 to 30 minutes. And now just pour your cashew milk right over it. Perfect. Just going to add just a little bit more plain cashew milk on top of that. There we go. So now I'm going to stir this around, and if you can see the little beads of chia seeds in there. This is so awesome. This is a super duper healthy drink. It has a ton of protein in it. fiber, healthy fats, omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. This is a really great substitute to any protein shake. You don't have to buy powders. Just get yourself some raw cashews, preferably organic. And this is a really excellent milk to use in everything that you would use regular milk in. So I hope you guys try this recipe. It's super easy to do and super delicious and healthy. Fit Foodie style, of course. Thank you so much for joining me in this episode of The Fit Foodie on GTV. Don't forget to like us on facebook.com/Graziella TV. I'll see you next time. Cheers!
Graziella TV is brought to you by Angel Sanchez Pictures. And also made possible by Sonny Michael's Jeet Kune Do. And Be Unique Total Image Consulting, helping you become a better version of you.